Hey guys, today we learn something about shell. So we're gonna see things like why is shell called as shell, what is shell, why do we need shell, and all that stuff. Let's get started. So why is shell called as shell? It is named as shell because it is the outermost layer around the operating system. In Windows, the shell is called as command prompt or CMD. It is called as command prompt or CMD because it is command prompt, obviously. Okay. In Windows, the shell is command prompt because it is the original shell for MS-DOS, that is Microsoft Disk Operating System. As the word generally means a thing which is covering another thing. What it is covering? It is covering the kernel in it. The kernel is enclosed in a shell. So kernel. So what is kernel now? A new word. We'll get to the kernel part in this video later. For example, think like this. In Coconut, the inner part can be called as kernel, but the outer wooden part can be called as shell. That is how it got named shell. As simple as that. And now coming to what is shell. Shell provides us with an interface to type our command, so the shell takes it as input and processes it and gives us output. So it is an environment which takes input from us and gives output or runs some specific program based on our input. Okay, it is just like in Windows we give a command like MS Paint. It opens the paint, like it is getting our input and giving us the output, like that it is. So why do we use shell? See, shell can be used for running commands, executing programs, and running shell scripts. And why do we need shell? We need shell because it lets us to run various built-in commands where we can get what we want from our operating system. And the second reason is we can talk with our kernel. So what is kernel now? So we are getting to the kernel part. Kernel is a core program which directly interacts with the hardware and is responsible for all the things of computer like process, memory, disk, and task management and all that. So the kernel connects the system hardware to the application software, right? So to give you a better picture on that, I'll open my picture. So this is that. So if you look at this picture, there is something in between shell and hardware, that is kernel. So kernel is directly interacting with the hardware and it connects the application software to the hardware using shell, right? So kernel is connecting hardware to the application software through shell. So what does shell do it here is, shell is converting the info which it gets from us to a language which kernel can understand it. Kernel cannot understand the high level language. So shell is acting like a command line interpreter. Interpreter in the sense it interprets, that means it analyzes the things and it does accordingly what has to be done, like in the commands itself in the background. So if you see the Unix architecture, it will be like application, then shell, and then kernel, and in like the core part will be hardware. So whatever we're doing is basically we are doing through command itself. So that is the shell part. And there is something as shell prompt. Like we have command prompt, it has a shell prompt. So what is that prompt? In Unix, the prompt is denoted by the symbol $, and we have different prompts for like root user, we have hash and all that things. Prompt means the shell is ready to take your input. See, now I'll just enter a command pwd present working directory. So it gave me some outputs. I enter a command and as soon as I hit enter, the prompt will understand that the user has finished entering the command. Now I should execute it. So that is what happens there. So if I enter another command like date and if I hit enter, so that is the time that it understands it should give the output. So that is the meaning of prompt. Okay, now we know what a prompt is, and we have different types of shell, like different variants of shell for different purposes. Bourne shell, corn shell, ASH, and C shell, that is CSH, and born again shell, that is bash. Born again shell, which is bash. The fourth one is actually improved version of Bourne shell. This one, the first one. So the born again shell, in short the bash, so it is the default and most widely used shell in almost all distributions of Linux. So when I was explaining the prompt, that was actually the bash shell. I hope you have understood some things up to some extent. With that being said, adios amigos. Fuck her in the Benz.